what happened? Take us. What happened in the first half with the injury there? You kind of limped, and then you know there's a quick sub for you, but you came back at the start of the quarter.
I think I just stepped on the cameraman there. I don't felt my ankle twist a little bit, so it's kind of a quick sharp pain, and I wasn't going to get up and you know fall back down, so I took it a little bit and was able to shake it off and come back in. Nothing major, just a little, you know, come down wrong and get scared a little bit.
What changed in the second half for you and for the team?
I think we just dictated a little bit more, kind of imposed our will defensively. I thought I was able to have some good opportunities guarding the ball, fighting over ball screens, and we kind of figured out and were the aggressors a little bit more in the second half and playing defense the way we know we can. I think we were a little bit too relaxed in the first half.
You guys did a good job spreading the floor, especially for Kawhi. Late in the game, you got a couple of
yeah.
Kyle got one,
yeah.
had one, you know.
It's going to be nice like that. I mean, the guy's, you know, one of the best players in the NBA, and some teams are going to say, look, somebody else is going to have to beat us, and I think that was their approach tonight. They were sending 3, 4, 5 guys at him sometimes, and, you know, he was patient and picked his spots, and I thought he did a great job of moving the ball and finding open guys in the second half.
You almost never show emotion on the floor. You hit that game-tying 3 and you fist bumped. And I mean, is that your season and finally coming around, or is that just the game itself?
A little bit of both. I mean, obviously we know I haven't been shooting the ball well. That's no secret. So to get back on track a little bit is always fun, and to come from behind and when you put in so much effort in it takes so much out of you to climb out of a hole like that. You know, you're going to show some emotion there after you put so much into it. So. That's probably as much as you'll see from me, and you know it was a big shot, big moment in the game.
The bench did a good job, Fred, especially in the second half. I mean, the starters played heavy minutes in the first half, and then it was like Nick was holding you guys and let you loose, and it turned around. Yeah,
I mean, listen, we're gonna have to be better as a unit. It's different, and I think we got to let last year be last year and figure some new things out this year, and just come with a better defensive approach as a unit in the second half. I thought the bench came in with more energy and more focus and a little bit more toughness, and was able to get a spark there.
With you guys on the bench, is it the defense that
It feels like it. It feels like it. Obviously, the last 2, maybe 3 games, I think we've been trading baskets with the other teams when we're coming in. So early on, our offense was hurting our defense, and now we just got to come in with more urgency and more intensity, and it's going to take time. We'll figure it out.
Okay, you told us on the radio side what you guys decided to do. No cuss words. But what coach saying here?
That's exactly what I told you. Really, to stop. It's a couple of words, choice words that he said, and we stopped doing that. We stopped, doing what we, and rather the word would be complaining in the real words, but he didn't say that.
Yeah.
But that's what we stopped doing.
Second half, the bench gave you guys lots of good stuff. They talk about their play and what you saw them doing to help turn this thing around.
JV was perfect from the field. CJ and Freddie were perfect from the field, and just playing basketball. Just going out there and getting up and down, playing with pace, playing with aggressiveness, kind of getting active, getting hands on the balls, and being physical. I think that's one thing that they did a good job of, was just being physical and keeping the pace and got hot offensively.
Yeah. How did it help tonight for you, especially late in the game with Kawhi handling the ball? I mean, they were running at him, but he was finding people and guys were making big shots.
He made the self-adjustment during the game. He knew they were being super aggressive, and he just baited them until the last late moments in the game. Found Freddie for a 3, and then a kick-ahead 3, and then myself for a 3, and even Serge. He got Serge for one that Serge missed, but it was good, great basketball by him.
You guys have had some big wins already this year, but was this one a little more satisfying because of the way it was
down? It's a good win. I think Coach said at halftime, it was one of them wins where it would feel great to win the game, and it was a good win. We're going to stay level and ride the wave. Put ourselves in a hole that we had to dig ourselves out, but we found a way to win the game.
I know it was a long time ago, but do you have any motivation at all being traded?
This is Memphis is still my home and my heart, and I still got love for the people here, love for the organization. It's just still a special place for me, and I really enjoy coming back here every time and love playing here. Win, lose, or draw, it's just a great place for me.
Very important. Not saying that other
games weren't a test, but this was a really good test for us. Showing some character, being down, trying to come back. Obviously, the first half we gave up way too many, but they're playing well. They're shooting well. I feel like we kind of went through the motions, let them do whatever they want to do. We had to figure out a way to be more physical without fouling, and defensively, not let them be so comfortable offensively. So we did that, and then also a combination of guys hitting some shots, making some shots. Freddie V got hot, which was great to see.
They're a team that kind of made their name, with deliberate pace and sort of slow things down. Did they kind of catch off guard a bit?
I wouldn't say off guard. I mean, we want to play at that pace. If they want to play at that pace, cool, great. But I just think we allowed them to play at that pace efficiently, effectively, because of the way we turned the ball over, made silly plays. We were getting some stops. We just didn't capitalize on it. Going the other end, we would make a sloppy pay or turn it right back over for them to get an easy, look or something like that. So, we just want to take care of the ball, get better shots, and not allow them to get out and running off our turnovers and bad shots.
Danny, what did you see from when the bench guys went in? You were one of the ones sitting, but what did you see? What did they do to help turn this thing around?
Well, it was said we had some good movement finally. They were tagging the paint, kicking and finding guys. Swing. OG hits a three. Swing. DeLon hits a three. Freddie hits a three, and now it's a tie game. We hit 3 threes and it's a tie ball game, and now we have the momentum. And then obviously from that, Freddie started getting really hot. We swinging and finding him in the corner, and it was all she wrote.
Can you talk about Kawhi's play? They were running at him, and he seemed to really figure it out in the fourth quarter, had a bunch of big assists.
For sure. There's going to be games like that, and I'm sure he understands. The team's not going to let him continue to just pick them apart or score. They're going to make other guys beat them. So there's going to be games where he's going to have to be the facilitator, and I think he did a great job tonight of figuring out where the double was coming from, where the help was coming from to find open guys on the weak side.
You've been up 71 in the first half. What was this room like in between?
What was
this room like in between?
We never lost confidence or anything. We just said we had to step it up defensively. There's inexcusable for the way they got to 71. Just lackadaisical play, not doing the scouting report and letting certain guys just be wide open and knock down shots. Garrett Temple had 12 in the first half. Shevmack had 10. Jermichael Green had 9. Omri Caspi, he had 10. So.
The Raptor killer, by the way.
Yeah, so we had all those 4 guys. Obviously, we expect Marc Gasol and Mike Conley to do some work, but you have those 4 guys who are getting baskets, and they weren't tough baskets, and just us not following the game plan. So we had to do a better job of stepping it up and keeping those other guys kind of under control.
How do you think the Kyle Anderson's defense on Kawhi tonight?
Kyle Anderson? Yeah, I thought he was great tonight for them. He did a great job defensively of picking up, putting some pressure on him, getting his hands in there, getting active, and making it tough on him. Offensively, also he did what he does and was in the dunker and made some plays for them, and was efficient and effective as he always is. But I think he had a great game from tonight. He's a big addition for them. I'm glad to see he's doing well and enjoying it, and proud of him. He's earned every minute, and everything he's gotten so far, he's deserved it.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. We had a real gut check at halftime there. We just weren't doing the things that we wanted to do, and then we came out and played a lot better defense in the second half. So it's good that we didn't really bring our game with us, but we found it at least in the second half.
That little bit of zone in the third seemed to sort of get things back in your favor.
What's that?
That little bit of zone that you played in the third seemed to get things back in your favor.
Yeah, I was I was getting tired of not guarding them, so I thought I'd try a little zone, and it just got them out. That's what you use it for on nights when you try to get them out of rhythm a little bit, and fortunately it worked. We kind of took it on, put it off a little bit, and kind of got us through a good stretch of the third.
Nick, you guys did a much better job in the second half not turning the ball over, and you had to be impressed with Kawhi's ability to distribute the ball, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, he's anytime he dribbles it more than once, there's at least 2, if not 3 guys coming to take a swat at it, and he's got to see some of that. He can't really practice it, right? It's hard. It's only going to see it in games, and he's going to get a lot of that attention, and he's got to start finding people, and he did their first stretch tonight. And fortunately, they made him.
And you went to the bench too. You played your starters. It seemed like more minutes in the first half. In the second half, you mixed it up. You went to the bench, and they were good for you.
Yeah, they had a nice run there, right? Freddie obviously off the bench was huge, right? I thought OG made some huge plays. I think it was OG that took that big charge and a real momentum swing. Who else? DeLon. And DeLon played good. Yeah, played pretty good too. So that was a nice job by them. They didn't provide very good punch in the first half, but they did in the second.
Freddie's obviously been dealing with some injuries, kind of battled through some. Is that a pretty big game for him to have that kind of performance and kind of maybe flip things back around a bit?
Yeah, hopefully. He got banged up again tonight early, but yeah, he is a big time clutch shooter, right? And he made a lot of those shots in the fourth, and they were big ones to kind of push us over the hump, and that's kind of what he does. So it was good to see. He hadn't really done that all year, so it was good to see him provide that again this year.